can provide for us in this elimination finals. Both these teams have had such a long day, have persevered throughout this tournament, but it's not over yet. Neither one of them want to go home, want to go to sleep just yet.
Oh man, this is what I love. No time for talk because it's all action. Royal 2 starting off quick with a triple kill. Make it an overkill. First one of the tournament. Snipe down, thank you for the medal.
What a way to start off a series. Royal 2 with an overkill. Mangler in hand, looking to push in from the Rockets side right now. Gonna have probably players above him though. Doesn't quite check his corners. Only one player down for Inconceivable, but a Royal 2 behind enemy lines, already on a killing spree. A great opportunity as he drops the flag so the Snakebite can grapple it to him. Royal 2 doing it all.
Oh man, Foul finally able to take down the Reign of Terror. Snakebite still has one grapple to use, so he could leave this flag behind if he needs to and grapple it to his position. Instead, just gonna get this thing in, and that's an early flag cap on Bazaar. This map is not easy to capture flags. That's gonna be a big one on the side of Sentinels.
This is the second game we've watched Inconceivable start of CTF down 1-0 in the first minute. They have to figure out what their starting strats, what's going on wrong in their starting strats, and fix that very quickly. We did see them rebound very quickly and win the CTF earlier on Aquarius against KCP, that they went down early in, but Sentinels is a different monster, and right now you cannot continue to make the same mistakes because Royal 2 looks like he has every bit of an opportunity to continue to go off, already at a 7-3 performance.
Yeah, something is going wrong with your opening strats if you're allowing a team a player from the other team to get an overkill. Some sort of gap, some sort of knowledge that is missing, and we'll have to see if Inconceivable can fix that before rally. But what they can't fix is seeing the respawn screen because, oh my, that's another 2 down for Inconceivable as Sentinel starts to push out of the base. Snipe down able to get one, looking for the second. Oh, Snipe down going big, and he's able to steal the overshield away from a player. I don't know if they didn't know they had it. Triple kill in favor of Snipe down as he's starting to lead the charge. Tip of the spear it is. Can he find the kills? Looking for the first, able to get the perfect medal. Looking for the next, another double kill. Snipe down taking over the lobby, blocking the tree spawn as they're gonna start to run this flag. Watch out for the rock splits as as Inconceivable runs his flag. Sentinels should be spawning out and ready to defend.
Yeah, you see multiple members overextending of Sentinels. They're already in Inconceivable's base. Will Inconceivables expect them to be here? Snakebite finds a kill. A second one goes to Frosty, and now this flag, it's gonna be returned from Sentinels. A great job by them to somehow get in a position to get that return. The kills just didn't come through for Inconceivable, and this could be a massive opportunity for a counter cap situation. When Inconceivable look to tie the game, they could fall down 2-0 very quickly if they don't get off spawn and slay now.
You have to have serious questions about the mental when you go and try to run a flag. You think all signs point to you getting that cap, and then all of a sudden it turns into a return and a potential counter cap. If the Sentinels can put this in, it to me will be the dagger in game 1. I just can't see Inconceivable recovering from that one. And look at this, Royal 2, he's slaying out some more. The man is absolutely melting at the moment. 11-5 as they slowly run this flag. They're waiting for their opportunities. Rockets come in. Snakebite just trying to get the burn on those rockets, make sure no one else can use them. He grappled the flag, but it wasn't quite able to reach to his hands.
Oh my
and it
God.
gets stuck and returned instead. A huge break in the favor of Inconceivable.
Oh my God, if that flag gets to Snakebite's hands, he at least gets a touch and resets that timer. Unfortunately, because it gets stuck on that hut bottom middle, he's not able to get the touch. Slays do come through, however. 3 were just momentarily down for Inconceivable. They do come off spawn, but they have to deal with Frosty in their base. Inconceivable dodged a massive bullet there not to be down 2-0 right now, but they've done a good job of bouncing back and making sure that this game doesn't get out of hand.
And look at this, Frosty waits for the point of no return and then pulls out the flag. So yes, Inconceivable are in, but they have to worry about the flag run on the back end, and it's Frosty basically getting that as far as he can in that back base. I'm not sure if he's still over there. We'll have to figure out what's going on with that flag in a minute, but Snipe Down's able to find a big kill alongside a Foul as they're pushing their way back in. That flag is still out and away. Foul's going to be able to get it, but once again, remember, the spawns are going to come rock side, and they can overextend quite easily from there. Inconceivable have to find the slays on the way back.
They do find Lethal. They unfortunately lose Boobadooboo and Bound. They do get the return on their flag, and now you're seeing Snipe Down put in a very difficult situation. All three members of his team go down. That flag, it's going to be dead. Snipe Down needs to stay alive, play his life, and he understands the situation, but he doesn't expect the flank to come through. That was momentarily 4 dead once again for Inconceivable. Royal 2 once again in the base, already pulling the flag into the bar. Another very difficult situation that Inconceivable is going to have to figure out a way to stop this flag from getting punched in if they want to stay in this game.
Well, so far we've seen 2 very different strategies from both these teams, and it's worked in Sentinel's favor. Inconceivable often going into the base, slaying out, and opting to do an antenna/tree run, and it hasn't quite worked out. This is the second flag that's been ran through the rock side, going through bar for Sentinels, that has come into a capture. Absolutely, that difference in the meta could be what defines this game. Which team is playing this map better? So far, Sentinels have executed on their opportunities.
Yeah, every time it feels like Inconceivable's in a really good position, they just lose a member or two, and without the numbers, it's very difficult to continue to progress the flag across the map. Unfortunately for Inconceivable fans, Sentinels once again get a couple of slays, and with that, they have the flag already to the middle of the map. Inconceivable needs to find a way to stop this from happening, but Sentinels overwhelming them once again are going to look to push this to a 3-0 lead so quickly.
I mean, if Sentinels ends this game by getting 5 caps,
I've never seen it.
I've never seen it on this map. I'm not gonna be honest, but Sentinels has looked just different on the flags today. I mean, it was versus Optic Gaming, where they just absolutely demolished on Aquarius flag. It didn't look close whatsoever, and it looks like they're doing the same here to Inconceivable today. Something just is going on with Sentinels that's clearly making them the best flag team in the game.
Yeah, it's no surprise that they're having CTF success, right? They were a very strong Halo 5 CTF team, but to the degree that they are is quite impressive right this early on, especially knowing how they struggled in the past 2 qualifiers in CTF game modes. They've found that switch, they've found their footing, and how they like to play some of these CTF maps or these modes. It's already a 3-0 lead. The 4th flag is at their base. Bound getting a crucial kill on the Royal 2 could potentially stop this 4th flag, but you're seeing the touch come through for Snakebite, and with that touch, you know he buys so much time for reinforcements. It only feels like it's a matter of time for Sentinels to punch this 4th flag in.
I'm not so sure. 2 from Inconceivable have just broken through that front door. They have the potential to stop this. Royal 2 gets 1, but it's foul. That's on the back end. He's going to be able to find the next. Lethal's at the halfway point, so he's not going to be able to stop any sort of push towards that flag. Foul gets the flag out and the return. Talk about a save from Inconceivable. The problem is we're on Bazaar, and you have to capture 3 flags in 4 minutes.
They do get a grapple on touch onto the flag, pulling it through the door, and already Inconceivable getting it across halfway mark, getting it into their doors. This is going to be Inconceivable punching in their first flag of the game, but down 3-1. It's going to be still an uphill climb with 3 minutes and 45 seconds remaining.
Holy, well, I said they had to get it done in 4 minutes. They got that first one in mighty fast. The question is, can the kill feeds keep going in their favor? Snipe Down able to find another. The man's 18 and 16 at the moment. Sentinel's push has slowed down dramatically in the last 3 minutes, and it all started with Bound getting that kill on Snakebite when he was running that flag and stalling out the game. That seems to have ruined the momentum of Sentinels, and Inconceivable trying to take advantage as Snipe Down leads the charge, finds one more for a killing spree.
Yeah, Snipe Down really creating some space for his team. Unfortunately, a player coming behind him. Not often do you see that. Back into the tree, Snipe Down gets taken down, and that killing spree, it's a wash. Right now, 3 members were down for Inconceivable. Rockets coming up is big, but Foul Kid even bigger with the kill under Royal 2 from behind, able to get Rockets potentially in his team's favor. Rockets could be exactly what Inconceivable need to put a second cap on board.
Getting this lead down to 1 is so vital for Inconceivable. It doesn't matter if it goes down to the end of the game, as long as they can pull out 1 flag before time ends and they're down by 1, they'll have extra time. Down by 2, no chance. They'll have to get 1 in within the next 2 minutes in order to have that opportunity for the 3rd flag cap. But here we go. Royal 2, he's pushing out. Snipe Down has found a pick of his own. And now, oh no, Snakebite pings the truck. They're trying to find this kill. Eventually, Lethal does find it. And there we go, 2 go down for the side of Inconceivable. They need to recover quickly as Naked 3 go down for Inconceivable. This is looking deadly as Overshield will be coming up momentarily. Frosty's going to be able to put that on his body, and that could spell disaster and an end to this potential spree. But what a burn! He had it for 2 seconds, didn't get 1 kill, and now grappling into the base of Snipe Down as he's trying to make a play of his own.
Yeah, 2 members go down for Sentinels, and Inconceivable smell blood in the water, but unfortunately Lethal creates a little bit of space for his team with that kill on the Snipe Down, getting control of his bar. Unfortunately, the nade does come through. Inconceivable continue to trade kills here, and that cannot be the recipe for success that they're looking for. They have to figure out a way to keep numbers in their favor as they breach the base of Sentinels.
Snakebite throwing up some nades, not quite able to find the kill as Snakebite opens up the rock lane. They basically have 45 seconds to do this. You're gonna have to keep a player in the back base to immediately pull out another flag, which basically means you have to dominate this next round of slays. And there we go, 3 go down. That's exactly what you're looking for. The last one's in double doors. You'll have the info. Foul, you just have to get this flag out and away. That's exactly what he's trying to do. Snakebite comes back for some more action. Can he win the fight? And that's a pivot by Sentinel. Get the killjoy, shut Foul down, and shut the hopes of Inconceivable from getting back into this game.
Yeah, if you're on Sentinels right now, you're focused on defense only. You're trying to just keep control of your base, create space, and slay out. You see 2 kills immediately go in their favor. Snipe Down does find 1 though, and with that, you're gonna see Snakebite immediately go back to his base. Unfortunately for Snipe Down, Roll 2 and Snakebite predicting that they have to pull the flag here in the next few seconds in order to have any chance or opportunity to tie this game or get it to a winnable point. And unfortunately, Inconceivable going to be out of luck, out of time here in game 1, as Sentinels will take this game 1 3-1 in the last final seconds.
Royalty absolutely turned up. The big difference maker, in my opinion. He was responsible for all 3 flag caps that went in today by pushing into that back base, finding the timing, and getting those flags out. We saw him start the game with the overkill, allowing his team to cap the flag within the first minute, and it made all.
Close quarter combat DPS is outrageous if you're able to hit your shots, and these top players, they're able to hit their shots consistently. That's why we're watching the elimination finals right now at such a high level. Frosty finds the first pick, make it a second for the Slayer, but it's immediately answered by Inconceivable finding 3 of their own.
Guys, I'm rebranding. We're changing the sandbox to toolbox. I'm ready for it. I changed my name just for this occasion. Frosty finally able to find Boo Boo Doo Boo, and he's going to be controlling the top end of the map. Camo still up for grabs. It's just up to the team to find the opportunity to grab. Frosty's still weak. He pushes forward regardless. Oh my, Frosty almost gets sniped down, but the punch comes just in time. If he would have found that kill while down 2 shots in the fight, it would have been the difference maker. But Foul is able to kill Lethal before the camo goes on the body, and there we go. Inconceivable with the first real advantage in the game.
Yeah, unfortunately, Boo Boo Doo Boo is going to go down, but this camo in the hands of Falcated is a major opportunity. Immediately wiped off the face of the planet by multiple members of Sentinels. A little bit of an overextension from Falcated while he's by himself there, and loses the camouflage for his team. That was a big moment for Sentinels to erase him off the map and make sure that he's not able to do too much work. This game still remains as close as it can be, 9-10, as we enter the mid game.
An absolute answer from the side of Sentinels, right? That could have been disaster if that camouflage made more of an impact. Instead, they stabilize and they're looking for their opportunities. Foul able to use that pistol to find another kill, and look at this, the kill feed is just racking up for Inconceivable. Frosty's able to get behind 1 and find the pick, but so far it seems as if Frosty really has been the only one that's been able to stay alive and find kills on the map. It's been 3 down consistently for Sentinels as Inconceivable has been taking advantage. They need to clean up these 3 down moments, as they're keeping within this game, but they're allowing too much control for Inconceivable, and it's allowing the camo to go into their favor.
Yeah, not only the camo, but Grace uses the dynamo grenades you see in the kill feed. Falcated is going to have that heat wave, and with it, a 7-3 scoreline. Falcated really starting off this game the way Inconceivable needs him to if they want to stay in this series. A phenomenal job by him to take the bull by the horns and start to impact this series on his own.
He's gonna miss that jump, man. That jump, it looks a lot easier than it is. Many people miss that one. It's a tough one to hit, but Foul looking for some opportunities, looking for one above, gonna be able to get the one-shot beat down. Only the Mangler and the Heat Wave are effective at doing that one-shot, one-tap beat, and it absolutely makes a difference, especially on a map like Aquarius, where you can just play your corners. Lethal able to trade out with Snipe Down, but the lead is growing for Inconceivable. Sentinels needs to find a 2 or 3 down and regain map control so that they can even up this game. Foul looking to stop that in its tracks, playing the top positions, maintaining his life, and trying to be the supporting player for these players pushing into the base.
It does look like Sentinels has an opportunity here with a little bit of space on the map. Roll 2 pushes with the Heat Wave, able to find that kill on the Fallicated. And for the first time, you see Sentinels with like a power weapon in hand, right? They're able to apply some pressure. Inconceivable needs to figure out a way to rotate out of this situation because they've lost numbers, they've lost map control. How can they plan to regain it back?
Bubu once again missed his jump and is now forced to stay at the bottom end of the map for the time being. He eventually does recover and gets up high, but a 6-kill lead. They've been able to maintain it for the time being, but with Lethal getting the double kill, this could be dangerous. Snipe Down taking the shots. He's gonna have to back down for the time being. Grabs himself a pistol to work with as the push starts to materialize. He needs to win this fight. This could be pivotal to their success. Sentinels trying to break through and gain control of the map. With Camouflage coming up, these next couple kills could be the most impactful of the game.
This 5-kill game hasn't wavered since this 5-kill lead has been gained by Inconceivable, but Snipe Down picking up this camo, and now with the extension to 6, Snipe Down gets all the information he can on this player on the flag. He's getting collapsed on by multiple members of Inconceivable. That's an easy kill for them to pick up. Boobadooboo in the feed finds one. Lethal trades it out across the map with Bound, but Snipe Down in such a good position with this camo to stay alive, but unfortunately he gets sniffed out, and not too much done with that camo is going to result in a win for Sentinels. However, they have to figure out a way to still cut into this lead that Inconceivable has been able to build, and they haven't had a recipe for it yet. And now with 3 dead for Sentinels, Inconceivable extended all the way to 8.
I'm about to have to call Shyway up on the phone or something and give some jumping lessons to Inconceivable. They have consistently missed that jump to top mid from the Dynamo grenades. Not sure what's happening over there, but Foul eventually does find a kill for the killing spree as this game starts to open up a little bit more. A 10-kill lead gets cut down to 9 as Frosty finds the kill on Boobadooboo. Snipe Down ready for this next cycle as he's looking for this solo player over at Blue Base. Just one to deal with. He's listening, he's looking, and he finds him. That's going to be a kill, and this leads too much at this point. I think we're ready to go on to game 3. Let's take a look at this stat line as Falcated doing what's necessary. 13-6 this game, really executing on his plays.
It's been about time we've seen Falcated really step up for this Inconceivable team. He's one of those players that randomly will just have an unbelievable performance that pushes his team over the edge. This 13-7 performance as they were down 1-0 in the series is much needed for Inconceivable fans out there. And when pushed to the limits, you know that one of these players is going to step up, is going to make a play. This series is not going to be a blowout by any means, and Falcated making sure that that's the case.
Again, though, it comes down to the Slayers, normally, you know, colloquially known as the easiest game to take off the best teams. It's where teams that don't quite play as well or play as good as others, they usually find their success. And maybe that's the case right here. Inconceivable, we've seen them get trounced in the objective. They're able to get it done in the Slayer. We'll have to see what game 3 decides, as that's really going to be the turning point.
It's whichever team can get out of that I think will have the best opportunity to take game 3.
We'll see if the pressure can be applied as Snipe Down finds the first kill. Foul finds the second. Frosty's going to be able to stack behind Bound and find the back. Smack it on away. Double kill for Frosty. He's looking for the triple. He's going to get it. And the Mangler to go as he's going to be able to push into C. What a play from Bradley Bergstrom. Frosty, he's a reason why he was the Halo 5 MVP, because he makes plays like that.
Frosty creating space for his team, the opening the early lead, going to Sentinels because of the triple kill. They are able to hop into B, and that's a bit of a blunder from Sentinels right there. There's no way Inconceivable should be able to come off spawn and get B controlled that quickly. Frosty a little bit frustrated, I would imagine, as he does all he can to help his team, and unfortunately it's not enough as you see Inconceivable actually hop out to that lead. A and B actually do get immediately transferred, so a good job by Sentinels to weather that storm, but back and forth these two teams go.
A and B, not the ideal hold for either team, though. We're going to see at least some sort of play made towards C. You usually want to spawn your opposing team over at back yellow in that pipes room and force them to play out towards your 2 cap. We'll see what happens right here as Snipe Down's making his play as they've been able to get AC control. And this is what we're talking about. Sentinels is trapped back over at B. They're going to collapse in. They're going to play for the trip cap. Then they're going to open up back B once again once they get the trip.
Yeah, you do see Sentinels hopping into C, but just like that, you see Snipe Down making the heads up play, understanding the situation perfectly. He's going to hop into B. Unfortunately, taking a look at the kill feed, 3 were dead for Inconceivables, and that could be exactly what Sentinels needed to take A and C and start to regain points in their favor. Frosty with the shock rifle, we alluded to the damage that he's capable of with this thing. Unfortunately, Valkyrie tries to stay alive, but Frosty immediately rips his head off, the head glitch right there, and because of it, he's going to be able to help his team get the reset. A nice kill on a Snipe Down as well, and Frosty showing you exactly how powerful this shock rifle can be.
Yeah, oh my God. This is the difference. All of you in chat, I know you're watching this right now. You're like, wow, this gun's really good. You're not that guy. You can't do this. This is what Frosty's able to do. He hits these shots. He has one of the most pure aims in the game, and it makes the difference right here as he's finding kill after kill. The shock rifle difference is real. Oh my, what is Frosty doing to Inconceivable? Trip cap in effect. Inconceivable trying desperately to break in.
Yeah, Frosty just holding down this control room so well for his team. A killing spree comes through. I guess I'll use the BR for one of these kills, he says, as B does get transferred over, but 4 dead again. And this is what I was talking about, a trip cap in effect. How long will it be in place until Inconceivable can get out of it? It seems like they're having a very hard time with split spawns coming through. The reset, the assassination comes through as well, and Inconceivable once again on their back feet. They do get control of C, but the pressure is still on as they lose numbers once again.
Frosty able to find another double kill, off to a hot start at 11-3. And look at this, a potential trip cap back into effect. They're gonna trade out B at the same time, but man, that player is not long for this earth. He's gonna try to get away. You can see Frosty and Royal 2, they already have ideas of their own. They're trying to find an angle and to get this kill. It looks like Royal 2 is aware of maybe someone trying to get the flank. I don't see it on my screen. Maybe he knows something I don't, as he's going to be checking all his corners, making sure that his team is clear. And look at this, Snakebite using the Mangler to its best of its ability. This is where it's the most deadly, in my opinion. When you're holding down an A, you can 2-pop someone coming from Turbine. You can one-shot, one hit anyone that comes from A cat. Oh my God, he almost stuck both his teammates down there. That would have been absolutely devastating.
Yeah, that would have been the opening Inconceivable needed, but unfortunately, they're going to continue to lose lives. A killing spree for Snakebite now, as he starts to pop off, like you said. And unfortunately, Sentinels doesn't get that camo, but Inconceivable, they lose their life securing it in their own hands. And still, it feels like ever since Inconceivable lost control, they've never regained it at this point.
Sword in the hand of Royal 2. Man, there's so many goodies on this map, and Frosty has the shock rifle again. This is looking just not it for Inconceivable. You've given up too much of the map. You've given up too much of the sandbox for Sentinels to use, and it's really made the difference. You see Frosty trying to land the no-scope from across the map, not quite able to get it to hit, but kills still going into the favor of Sentinels as they're leaving Inconceivable in A, trusting Frosty to hit whatever shot is necessary for them to stop whatever push materializes. One player in that back spiral. 2 for Sentinels watching the escapes. There's one player that pushes through the headshot, not quite able to land the full shock, but able to break the shields as Royal 2 finds one more. The grapple play comes in, Frosty breaking the shields, the trade out comes, 2 more go down, Snakebite wins his piv, and this is looking all Sentinels. What a dominating performance in the strongholds.
I mean, all I'm doing right now is paying attention to the kill feed and the observer mode, watching Inconceivable's numbers. They have yet to have 4 players alive in the past 5 minutes of the game. They have continued to struggle to find their footing in this game. 217 almost consecutive unanswered points in their favor, and it's because they've been able to apply this pressure on the Inconceivable so consistently. They're so aware of these spawns, so aware of where they want to go, how they want to rotate, how to keep this game in their favor. and Bound gets taken down immediately. The first time Inconceivable get 4 players alive. They may have a split second here, but in such a bad position, you already see Sentinels smelling blood in the water again with 14 points remaining.
They were able to secure the camouflage, so that could be what's necessary, but they have to basically jump into hills right away with only 5 seconds left. They can't afford any mistakes, and Snakebite's looking for this camo player. They spotted him in the middle. They're trying to get the kill. He tries his best to stay alive. It's not enough, but he was able to buy enough time for them to secure A and C. Now Sentinels, they're going to have to break in once more, and there's still a player over by B. Frosty's going to be able to quickly take that player out with the shock rifle as he's looking for more, trying to find that head on Bound, not quite able to do so as Boo Boo Doo-Boo's going to be able to get the trade out, but now it's up to Snakebite to find the kill, and he has the one-on-one engagement. He's able to win it. Boo Boo Doo-Boo's gone. Snakebite, he's on a killing frenzy of his own, and this could potentially end the game, though Inconceivable in the hill at B, right? So as long as you're in the hill, it stops the scoring. So they're slowly making their way back into this game, but it's not pretty clutch.
Yeah, I mean, they have so much work to do. They literally would have to play perfect for the next 5 minutes to come back in this game. And unfortunately, I feel like that's too tall of a task to ask for, right? We've seen monumental control go in teams' favors as of today, but to ask Inconceivable to do this for the next 5 minutes, I think it's just too tall of an order to ask. They do get a few round of slays here. Unfortunately, 3 go down, and just like that, you'd have to think this is the beginning of the end of this game 3, and they're tied series 1-1 right now because Sentinels look to take this lead with just 1 more round of slays.
And that will do it. Frosty finishes the game 20-8. We alluded to it at the beginning in our pregame talk. The shock rifle, in my opinion, was the difference maker. The utility that Sentinels was able to snipe down. And he said, you know, I've never heard Snipe Down ever tell someone else to pick up the snipe. Well, that tournament, Snipe Down was telling Frosty to pick up the snipe. So we have 2 incredible snipers that are going to go at it. Snipe Down and Bound are the first to draw blood, though, as Inconceivable will start scoring points.
Yeah, and that story about Frosty and Snipe Down, what that says is just the level of respect these 2 players, these competitors have for each other. They're very aware of how talented the other is. The ultimate level of respect for Snipe Down and Frosty amongst each other, and rightfully so. Both legends of the game, both have impacted teams very similarly as the MVPs of their squad. A nice early lead is exactly what Inconceivable need to get their confidence rolling for this game, because game 3 of this series was very ugly, but Inconceivable knows that it's just 1 game in a series and they can come back, but it has to be here and now in this live fire oddball.
Frosty able to hit the body but not get the finish. He eventually does find Snipe Down in the head, and he is absolutely going crazy with the sniper. Doesn't look like he's missing a shot so far. Sentinels able to hold this ball. Royal 2 in that middle position. I'm curious as to where they eventually decide to hold that ball. Oh, Frosty finds 1. And they're just holding the ball in mid. I was trying to figure out where Royal 2 was. They're just standing top mid with the ball. It's such an interesting play, but we see Frosty finding kill after kill. He's absolutely crazy with the sniper. Eventually is taken down, but control of the tower still in favor of Sentinels, so they'll be able to pick that sniper right back up.
Frosty about to make me drop an F-bomb on stream with the shots that he hits. That's as incredible as a player as he is. The passion he plays with, the speed he plays at, the skill he plays with, it's exciting to see. You don't expect him to do some of the stuff that he does so casually. A nice nade from Lethal, able to find that kill onto the ball carrier. He's going to pick up the ball himself, get his team right back into this. It was an early lead for Inconceivable, but the plays that Sentinels are making right now really make me wonder, is Inconceivable, are they going to lay over and fall over to Sentinels here and now in this game 4?
I mean, if Frosty has something to say about it with the plays that he was making, it's going to be a tough task for Inconceivable to break on through. The great thing about Oddball, though, right, we're going into a round-based system. You can have a horrible first round, choke away something, and you get to start the next one at 0-0. The momentum stops. So we'll see if that can play a difference for Inconceivable. But they still have plenty of time to break this ball and get a setup of their own. A 20-second lead for Sentinels as the push comes in from Inconceivable. 3 go down. What a break. That's exactly what you needed. Royal 2 last alive at back B, and Bound takes care of him. A clean 4th down and ball control in the favor of Inconceivable.
Yeah, all 4 dead for Sentinels, and now Inconceivable have time to set up how they want, right? They have an opportunity here to really be where they want to be, get this setup they want, and let's see what they can do with it. Unfortunately, Vallocated trying to make a play for that snipe, able to find 1 kill, but he ends up getting flanked, and because of that, now Royal 2 with the snipe. We talked about Snipe Down, we talked about Frosty. Royal 2 must be listening to us, because one of the most prolific snipers in the history of Halo, now with an opportunity to close the door on a series as he looks to take round 1 of this game, starting to rip faces and take some names himself.
There's something so clean about the way that Royal 2 snipes. It just gives you that old Halo feeling. He's looking for another, not quite able to get the kill, but the assist comes in. A snakebite finds the lucky nade. The last sniper bullet won't connect, but no sniper for Inconceivable to use. And Frosty, yeah, you know what? One of the 2 snipers has the sniper, the other one has the heat wave. It's like what we saw from Inconceivable in their match versus KCP. Now Sentinels putting it to work versus Inconceivable. 3 go down for Sentinels at the moment, though, and this is ball time and the lead for Inconceivable. It's been a rough road, but they've finally been able to take the lead, and now they're in closing distance.
As soon as they're able to take down Royal 2, the setup is much easier to break. Obviously, Snipe Down, Boobadoo, they find kills, they get the ball. A rotation towards tower with 8 points remaining could give Inconceivable the early round win in this game 4, but unfortunately, Frosty able to apply some pressure, able to get a 2 of his own. Can they get the ball? The ball does get played. The next 2 go down for Inconceivable, and they're going to be staggered here. So Sentinels may have an opportunity to get the ball towards tower, but they're going to have to slay out Inconceivable. If they're able to break just 1 setup, they will take the lead.
Royal 2 trying to get up close and personal. He's going to fall. They kill a player on ball. Yes, they did lethal. Last up in the front. Finally, the team help is coming through. Snakebite on top of that ball. The problem is you only have 6 seconds of leeway, right? You can't afford to give up the ball for 1 moment as Foul finds the kill on lethal. Snakebite, that final player, that ledge keeps that player alive. The repulse not able to get the job done as Snakebite trades on out once again. It's up to Frosty, the last line of defense. He's not going to be able to hold. Snipe Down gets the ball. At the last second, Royal 2 comes in, but the play's not in time. Royal 2 trying his best to stay alive. He's able to do so. What in the world is happening? Sentinels clawing their way back into this game. They only need 9 more seconds. The spawn's coming at Nest. Lethal with the ball kill. They're coming in. 3, 2, 1. It's done. Sentinels have done it. They steal round 1 away from Inconceivable.
Oh my god, what a heartbreaking round for Inconceivable. It looked like everything was going right in their favor, and somehow Sentinels get the spawns to be in a position to defend Royal 2 with that ball. That's heartbreaking for Inconceivable fans, and now their tournament lives result on the next 2 ball rounds here as they are forced to win back-to-back consecutive rounds to stay alive.
Down hits the last second snipe on that player bottom mid. Frosty is gonna go down as well as lethal, as now Snipe Down has a sniper playing some hot potato with the snipe so far, but it looks like Snipe Down is going to be able to secure this for his team. Camouflage is coming up as Inconceivable makes the play for it. It looked like Snipe Down dropped that sniper in the back hallway, maybe not wanting to give it.
No,
he has it in his back pocket. Okay, it looked like he dropped it. He didn't drop it. I'm just being crazy. But here we go. Snipe Down, he has both the goodies. He's trying to make the play happen. He's soaring right on out. This is a man that has no fear, that has supreme confidence in his shot. Unfortunately, not going to work out for him. But I love that sort of play from Snipe Down. It's loose, it's risky, but man, it's fun to watch.
Yeah, it's risky, as you say, right? Like, Snipe Down with both power weapons in his hands knows that he's the guy on his team in position that's forced to push that ball carry. Unfortunately, he's going to have to hit a nasty shot. He misses that shot, loses those power weapons, but it does look like Inconceivable has broken this setup, has gotten the play ball that they needed. So Snipe Down, you know, he hates to use that sniper and that heat wave, but it was a play that he was forced to do. Lethal with some great shots on screen on the foul kit. It spots another player bottom middle, but wisely waits for his shields to recharge before trying to engage with this player. And now it looks like his teammates were potentially going to have a sandwich, but that player gets out, and with it, 2 kills in favor of Inconceivable. And right now we're seeing Bound get away with the ball back to tower. Kills come back in Inconceivable's favor, and they're going to jump out to an early lead here. Sentinel's going to be forced to try and break this Inconceivable setup. Inconceivable wasn't able to really hold a great setup in round 1. Let's see if the stories change here for round 2.
When the ball's in this back tower and you have full control, it can be an absolute pain to break in. Bound just keeps that ball time. Foul gets the heat wave. He has a player in sight. He knows he's going to wait for his opportunity. Oh, maybe waited a little bit too long. Didn't execute on the kills. Royal 2, he's going to be able to pick up that heat wave, and that blunder could be deadly. They looked as if they were able to just keep making that time. Unfortunately, they give up all the goodies to Sentinels and control of the map. That is an interesting series of events that happens right there. Was surprised to see Sentinels break that one.
You say interesting, I say tragic for Inconceivable right now. They need to find a way to break this setup, and unfortunately this player stuck back spiral trying to get out, but he's been pinned down for the last 15 seconds by Frosty. Eventually Frosty's actually going to get the kill, so all that time wasted on trying to stay alive does not provide Boobadooboo any results other than a death. And with it, Sentinels continue to climb away with this game, 45 to 35, but already a round up in this game. You see Frosty with the aggressive play, the plasma pistol, easy kill on the bound, who's not expecting Frosty to be in his face right there, puts him back on respawn, and Sentinels once again keep numbers in their favors.
Royal 2 opts to keep that heat wave. The dodge grenade. Sniper still up for the taking, whichever team gets there. All 4 players of Inconceivable towards Nest side, pushing through to this tower, trying to find the kills. Royal 2 trying to land some crazy shots up the top tower, not able to do so. But while all this has happened, I believe Sniper has gone back into the favor of Sentinels. And look at this, Royal 2 with the quick flank to get the killing spree. They break the tower center. The ball does get played, but we're seeing most of Inconceivable back towards Nest and Pillars. Lethal able to grab the ball and trying to get it away for now. Snipe Down's going to put a stop to that, but Royal 2 has the heat wave, and this is the perfect spot for it. Get him in that hallway. It's absolutely deadly in this position.
Such an important kill from Snipe Down there on the ball carrier before Lethal can get it out towards Brutes. He does bring it back towards House, but unfortunately loses his life. Overshoot looks like it's going into the hands of Sentinels, and right now Inconceivable is forced to make a play down a member inbound against an Overshield player. This is going to be where Inconceivable's tournaments is decided.
Lethal able to find one to the back. Gonna get Sniped Down on the respawn screen, and with only 15 seconds remaining for this game to go, it's looking dire for Inconceivable. They have to figure out the push now. Lethal gonna be able to find another one on Foul, make it a double on Boo Boo, stops the camo from playing an impact, just going left and right, switching, blowing, blow for blow, left hook, right hook for Lethal as he's just absolutely dominating the middle of the map. Bound goes down, one last player to deal with at the back of the base with 2 seconds left. Frosty gets the job done, and Sentinels look too good